Hey everybody, it is Reema and we are back at the Alignment Academy. I'm so excited for this video, and I help women who feel unfulfilled. Maybe you feel burnt out, you're stressed out, you know something is off in your life, and I help guide these women through potent transformation and activations so they can live their most easeful, their most juicy, their most heart-centered lives that they deserve. So I'm super excited about today's episode, and I'm like semi in public, not really, but like kind of a little bit. So I am talking a little low. So hopefully this mic actually works. But today I want to talk about self-love, and I want to talk about these deeper levels of self-love. So not like surface level self-love, but just going a little bit deeper into the concept. And I want to talk about this it sounds so simple almost, but it's very potent, it's very powerful, and it's also not necessarily like the easiest thing to do, and that is loving the entirety of who you are, because it's very easy to love ourselves when we look good, when we smell good, when we feel good, when people are giving us compliments. But what about those parts of you that felt a hot mess and you were on the floor and you were crying, or you've been through some stuff, or maybe you did some things in the past and you felt dumb. You're like, I did some stuff and that was a mistake. That is dumb. Or you regret things. Whatever it is and whatever your story is, how do you love those darker parts of you? How do you love things that live in the shadow? And sometimes when things that are really difficult happen to us, we suppress it, and it's not even always an intentional thing. It's more like survival. Our bodies will suppress those emotions or those memories like deep down inside us, just so we can survive, because maybe we don't have the capacity to deal with it at the time. But how can we even like let some things come up and let your body know that it's safe, and not only process those things, but to integrate those parts into you and to love those parts of you. So I really think of a mother that's so nurturing. If a child makes mistakes, the mother still loves the child for who they are. It loves them regardless of their mistakes. It loves them regardless of what they've been through. It loves them regardless of X, Y, and Z. And I really think that that is the definition of love. And that's also the love that we need to and that we should give ourselves. So I have a story. I was in a healing group a few years ago. I don't even know what year this was, but this was a while ago, maybe like 5 years ago. And it was a healing circle, and it was like so potent. It was so amazing. The teacher was very well respected. And when I say she called me out, like she called me out. I don't even know what we were talking about, but we were just all going around saying how we felt. And she was like, yeah, you always wrap things up in the prettiest bow. She said something like that, and I was just like, whoa. And I feel like that was a time where I took off like this mask, this layer of myself that I guess I didn't even realize I was putting it up. It wasn't even like intentional or conscious. I was just putting up this mask of having it all together, and I didn't even realize it. And then she called me out on it, and I realized like, wow, I do that. And in that moment, it was like I literally like took this mask off, and I was like so raw, so vulnerable. And then I allowed myself to love myself through it. And it was so amazing to just say like, wow, I have so many different sides of myself. We all have so many different experiences. We all been through some stuff, but how can we love? But how can we love all parts of it and accept the fullness of who we are? And once you accept the fullness, or even begin to accept the fullness, because I'm sure it's layers that I probably still haven't uncovered because it's a lifelong thing. But once you begin to accept the fullness of who you are, I feel like that's stepping into your power on a whole nother level, because it's like, wow, well, now I accept the fullness of me. I love the fullness of me. You're also giving other people the opportunity to love and appreciate and support the fullness of you. It's like it's an internal shift, but the universe, people, community, friends, everyone will respond to it, because now that you integrated this part, now that you love yourself on this deeper level, let the world love you on that level too. You will become a magnet for your desires even more, allow things to attract to you, joy, fun, ease, love, money, whatever it is, and you'll deepen into living your best life. So that was the message for today. I'm going to wrap it up, and definitely subscribe to this channel if this resonates. Also subscribe to the podcast. Check out my most recent masterclass on boundaries, which is talking about creating the space for things to come up and telling your body it's safe so that you can process these emotions. I feel like boundaries are such a foundational thing to just even have the space to do this inner work that is so potent, that allows you to step into your power. So I highly recommend that course. I'm so excited about it. I feel like it is a game changer, and it's really a foundational thing that all people really need to know about and embody. And yes, I'll see you in the next video. All right, bye.